Hi guys, it's Isis. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my video series on surviving narcissistic abuse and narcissistic families. This video is going to focus on fully healing from a narcissistic parent. So if you were raised in a household where you were the scapegoated child, or the invisible child, or the truth teller, as Dr. Ramani refers to it. That's the child who could just see that there was something severely wrong with the narcissist. They could just see it from an early age, and because of that, they were the target. Click here to check out her video series regarding the truth tellers. It's a very interesting video about the family dynamic. So this video series is going to be in a few steps. This is going to be step 1. Now the goal of fully healing from a narcissistic parent is you want to become as close to the person you would have been if you had been raised by mentally healthy parents in a mentally healthy home. Okay, so you want to become as close to that person in your adulthood as you would have been if you had been raised in a healthy family environment. Now, I'm not a licensed therapist, but I am someone who broke free of a narcissistic family and became who I wanted to be. Healing can oftentimes feel like a spiral staircase in a way. Some days you think you're doing really well and you've worked out all your issues, and then you'll get a memory triggered and then you're back in the rage and resentment and anger or sadness. So it kind of feels like this, going up and down this spiral staircase. It's never just like a linear line. It's never that simple. I already shot a video about how narcissistic abuse destroys every area of your life. It ruins your childhood, your adolescence, your adulthood. So you can click here to check out that video. I have referred to narcissistic abuse as legal murder in the past because that's what it is. They pretty much traumatize people, and especially if you knew them when you were a child, they will traumatize you until you feel essentially dead inside and you are a shell of your former self. So narcissistic abuse is legal murder. This is the first step. Okay, step number 1 is radical acceptance. You need to fully accept the fact that your narcissistic parent did not love you, cannot love you, was never a parent to you, will never be a parent to you, and none of that was your fault. Okay? None of that was because of anything that you did or any way that you were. This is a person with an extreme psychological problem. They did not love you. They cannot love you. They will not love you. You probably tried everything in your childhood to get love and affection and attention from them. You never got it. You're never going to get it. You trying to get love from your narcissistic parent is as productive as trying to get blood from a stone. It's never going to happen. You need to stop thinking of your narcissistic parent as your parent. Okay, you need to give them another role in your mind because they were never, ever a parent to you. This does not mean that you do not deserve love. This does not mean that you cannot find a surrogate parent, a surrogate mother or father. It might be your mother-in-law or father-in-law. It might be another person that you meet in your life. It does not mean that you do not deserve that maternal or paternal love. It does not mean that you cannot find it elsewhere. It just means that from your narcissistic parent, and definitely your enabler parent, you're never going to get it from them. Okay, so you need to accept the fact that these people are not your parents. Stop thinking of them as your parents. From a technical standpoint, everything that they did during your childhood, that was not what parents do. If parent was a job that people could be fired from, your parent, your narcissistic parent, would have been fired from their complete and utter inability to perform this job. Okay, so stop thinking of them as your parents. You need to change what they are in your mind. Okay, and to take this even a step forward, if you watch my video on how karma never catches up to a narcissist, no matter what they do, I have this theory that they're not even actually human. Okay, I believe that they are organic portals, and it is somebody walking around without a soul inside of them. Look at your narcissistic parents' eyes. Stare into them if you can and see if there's an actual person in there. Try it. It might be kind of freaked out by the process, but if you really make eye contact with them and try to see the person, the energy that's inside of them, there's probably nothing really there. Look at all the photographs that you have, all the family photos. It's either they don't smile in the photographs or they give the same phony, forced, unrealistic smile in every picture. It almost looks like the way the Terminator tries to smile in that deleted scene in Terminator 2, where John Connor is trying to teach the Terminator how to smile so he can blend into society, and he can't do it. If you look at how a narcissist smiles in every picture, it's going to look like that. So there isn't much soul energy in there, and the closer the narcissist goes to becoming full psychopath, the less human they seem. That is why they never have empathy for any other human beings. They're totally self-motivated. They see nothing wrong with being cruel, with causing trauma, with humiliating people, with ruining people's lives, with destroying people's dreams. It's because there is no energy inside of them that can allow them to connect to another human being. So start thinking of your narcissistic parent as a robot, would be a good way to put it. Somebody who is just getting up, going through the motions, doing all the things that humans do, day-to-day activity, but there is no energy inside of them. They cannot love anybody. They cannot feel empathy for anybody else. These are people who are suffering from extreme cases of narcissistic personality disorder, okay? There is not really any human or soul energy inside of them. They do not love you. They will never love you. They do not love anybody. They will never love anybody. Now, part of this radical acceptance is fully grieving for the parent you never had. It can feel like when you go through this process, it almost feels the way it does when someone dies, when a parent passes, because you go through this grieving process and you have to cry and grieve and feel bad for the parent you never had. Okay, so as you let go of this fantasy, as you let go of this illusion of having this parent that you never had, it is almost as painful as losing someone, because you are letting go. You are letting go emotionally, and it's very, very painful. Allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to feel bad. It's a completely natural process. It's part of the healing. Radical acceptance, you do not have a parent. Does not mean you cannot find that maternal or paternal love that you're looking for in somebody else. Maybe it'll be your future mother-in-law, your future father-in-law. So, step number 1. Radical acceptance. You do not have a parent. That narcissist in your life, who unfortunately you got stuck with as a child, is a robot going through the daily motions. No empathy, no soul. That is the reality of your situation. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and blessed be.